Peacetime Rockers here, and today we are back at it with another Pizzaplex tour. Today I'm very excited. Today we're going to do our first area. We're going to do Foxy's Pirate Adventure. So in the last video we went over the huge atrium, which you guys seem to really like, which I'm glad. And yeah, we're doing Foxy's Pirate World today. So Fox's Pirate World is actually one of the bigger attractions in the Pizzaplex. It has 4 main entries. Now, when I built this was the first room in the Pizzaplex that or not first room, but first room in the atrium. And it was the first of the core 4, just like it was on my other build. So I was planning on making everyone's location look like this, but then I realized it was just taking up too much space for really no reason. So Foxy's Pirate World is like this, yes, but the excuse is that he's a very popular character and his section is really big and it kind of needs to be this big. So let's go in here. You have the sign. Let's go in here. So you come to the main lobby. This place is pretty much its own Pizzaplex on its own. But coming to the main lobby here, you got photo booths, ball pits, the huge Foxy statue, which I'm really proud of. There's another one just like it in Rockstar Row, which is coming soon. And if you noticed, there's actually a balcony up here. Here's the elevator. It's currently closed right now. I'll show you at the bottom. Here's more of the door. There's another closed garage door. And then up here is the entrance from the upper level. So, yep. So there's a big lobby right here. I just kind of put this here because it's kind of like that security breach, even though the rest of the Pizzaplex isn't consistent. But I really can't go back and change it. So it's kind of stuck like this. But I don't think it looks that bad. I don't think it looks that bad. Screen showing pirate stuff. Over here you got the bathrooms. Simple, don't have to do that. And right here are actually pyrified, I think that's how you say that, pyrified versions of the core 5. So you have Lefty with a red pirate hat, Bonnie with a yellow tooth, Foxy's normal, Freddy with an eye patch, and Chica with a bandana. I thought that would be clever. Another map. This is the sign for the daycare section, because this does double as the daycare in the Pizzaplex. Basketball hoops, rocket rides, more TV screens. So you come down this main hall. You come to this waiting area. This is where you'd wait to check in your child if you want to send them into the daycare system. Back here, we'll go over in a minute. Come over here, more photo booths. This is the booth right here that you would come and pay for your ticket to get your child put in. You can, if you already are in the Pizzaplex, you can just walk right past all this and go in here. But if you're trying to put your child into the daycare system in here, this is where you got to go. So you have 2 of these halls back here, which double as more booth areas, just so the lines don't get too long. You come back here to the employee area. Coffee machine leads you into the ticket area. Boxes, shelves, posters, all that jazz. We go in here. Here's a little mini electrical room / storage room / locker room of this area. So there are the lockers, towels on the bench, trash can, cabinets, generators, you know, very simple stuff, not too complicated. Like I said, this was the first kind of area I started building, so there are some things about it that are kind of outdated now, but I think it still looks really good. Alright, so now, let's go in. Let's kind of take it all in. This is probably one of the better looking areas in the Pizzaplex, in my opinion. So we're just kind of going to go all the way around. So that's just kind of how we're going to do it. Right here is where you'd come and check your child out of the daycare, like right before you'd leave. Some ATMs. Nothing too special going on back here. Another save station. Gumball machine, and then you come to the row of party rooms. So there are going to be party rooms. There are party rooms in pretty much every area of the Pizzaplex. At least all the big ones. And here's one of them. So, whoo, sorry. Here is the one of them. They're pretty much all the same. They do have a tiny stage in the corner where Foxy or Funtime Foxy can come and perform, because there's 2 of them in here. Well, technically 3. They're pretty much all the same. They're not gonna really change. So we're not gonna go into every single room because they're pretty much all the same. But over here is something that I'm really excited about. So I don't know if you guys know what this is, but there was this place called Magic Mountain. Very popular back in the 2000s. Just a Chuck E. Cheese kind of place. It was a entertainment kind of place. They had mini golf, they had laser tag, they had go-karts, and they also had boat bumper cars. I think that's the name of it, where they would just be these boat bumper car things in water, and you would just kind of ride around and bump into people. And I thought that was really cool, and I thought that fit the theming of Foxy's area really well, so I put it in here. Yeah. Very simple. The pool looks really cool, I think. Cannon, palm trees. As you can tell, these are fake palm trees compared to the ones out in the atrium. Pirate flag. Life preservers right here. Yeah, it's really cool. I actually really dig that section. So you come over here. More party rooms. There's Mangle. Or Funtime Foxy, or whatever you want to name her. She has a name. She has a different name. I just don't remember what currently my name is for her, because I do have a name for her right now. Oh, I'm tired. I do have a name for her right now, but that's just, I can't remember off the top of my head. You guys probably saw yesterday that I uploaded a huge kind of paragraph long document. That is some lore of the Pizzaplex. So I recommend you guys read it, because there is a story here that I'm trying to build. Come over here, more vending machines. Then you come back here, and this is kind of the concession stand. So this is where you come and get food and then sit down, because every area of the Pizzaplex has a kitchen. Drink machines, lemonade, fruit punch, clown. Come back here to the main kitchen, where you got mayonnaise or mustard and ketchup dispensers, the stove, the meat dispenser, the cheese dispenser, the sauce dispenser, the walk-in, cabinets, sinks, fridges, all that jazz, all that kind of stuff. Pizza boxes. This is the area where the people take the orders. Coffee machines, microwaves, pizza boxes, that the other thing. Here's a merry-go-round. You come through here, you walk under the bridge. Trust me, we're about to get to it, don't worry. More benches, shoe compartments, because you can't have shoes onto the play structures. Cotton candy machines, merry-go-rounds, popcorn machines. More play structures. So there are 2 main play structures in the Pizzaplex, or the Pirate Land. So we'll just go over this one first, because this is the first one I built. So you come through here after you take all your shoes off and put them in there. You come in here and you come to the play area. I really like the way that these play areas turned out. So these are like kind of like some ball pit kind of foam areas, represent water. Got some barrels laying around, a cannon, kids to play on, some more barrels, some X marks the spot, some palm trees, really cool stuff. Then you come up these stairs to the the lawsuit waiting to happen. You cross the bridge. You can kind of get a good look at everything. You come to the main area. So this is the main area. This is the big area. As you can see, I have these clouds all over the place. I think they look really cool, especially with the chains and anvils hanging them from the ceiling. More ball pit area, more cannons, more flags, these huge giant rock structures. I'm really proud of how that rock turned out. It's pretty much a perfect oval, or a perfect sphere. Have a fake campfire right here, just like in Kids Cove. This pond right here, if you guys get the reference, I'm not going to tell you the reference, but this is a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's. It's got the dock. This is somewhere that you would fish. Over here, you have Foxy's house. So this is like the in-universe kind of Foxy's house. Simple. It's not that crazy. Kind of like the stuff in Gator Golf. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the play structures. There's really not much going on back here. It's kind of, you know, it's not really supposed to be all that complicated, but I think it looks really good. I'm really proud of how it turned out. I think it looks really good. Here's the other entrance, or the exit. And then we're kind of done with that kind of side, so now let's go to the stage side. More photo booths, a bunch of them. Here you have the locker area, because in a room like this, you're going to need lockers. So you can come in here and get a key or a code, you put it into the locker. Come over here, you have... Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm yawning on it. Crazy. Over here you have the main stage. This is probably my favorite main stage in the Pizzaplex. I just really like it, because I could see this being a real thing. I just can. So you got Funtime Foxy, and then you have Patchy the Parrot, Patchy the Parrot. He's on his own little barrel. He's a lot like Looney Bird. Some gold, some skeletons, some cannonballs, some speakers, the curtain with the white stars on it. You know how to put that in there. The core 3 up there. You have the booths, you have the party tables. The party tables are pretty consistent throughout the entire Pizzaplex with that paper. More palm trees, lemonade fruit punch kind. And over here, I don't know if you guys know what these are, but these are those water shooting games. You know those games that like Chuck E. Cheese and carnivals where you get the water guns and shoot clowns or something and knock them over? That's essentially this. And this is kind of Patchy the Parrot's kind of thing. That's kind of his kind of area. Come back here, you have a utility / janitor's closet with a mop bucket right here. And, yeah. So, we're not done yet. We're going to look at one more little thing. But yeah, that is the stage. I really like the main show stage. I think it looks really good. So, now there is a hallway back here. There is a hall. It goes to somewhere that we're not going to look at today, but it does still have the theming. But once you pass this door, the theming stops. But we're not going to look at that today. That is the Bonnie Rock and Roller Ring video, which probably is next, which is probably the tour right after this, so don't worry. That's actually one of my favorite areas in the Pizzaplex back there. But, so you come right here. So you come to the main backstage area. So here's the backstage. I really like this room. You're going to hear me say that a lot, because if I don't like it, I'm not going to keep it. This door leads you to the main stage. This is where Foxy and them would come to get worked on. Over here, you have my charging stations. I love this design. And I mean, I love it. I think this is, in my opinion, the best charging station design I've ever seen on YouTube. I love this design. I am so proud of this design. I really am. It's not exactly accurate, but I didn't want to make it accurate because I thought those stupid blue wires just hanging from it that are all lit up look stupid to me. I think they look stupid. I also think that just putting those charging stations around the entire Pizzaplex looks stupid. And I know it's a game, and I know they have to have it around so Freddy can charge pretty much anywhere. But why would there be those things in the middle of the atrium, in the middle of hallways? Uh, that just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't like how Security Breach, they don't try to. I had this problem with the FNAF movie as well. Why on earth are you not advertising the characters as characters? They're advertising the characters as if they were animatronics. Like they're advertising the characters like just as animatronics. Then what's the point of making them animatronics if you're not gonna? Because the reason you use an animatronic is so it simulates reality, right? So why would you make it that all your marketing and stuff like that, where you could see the joints and all that kind of stuff? Like kids aren't dumb. They're gonna know they're robots, but why? But why? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand the thought process. I don't know why. If that's just a thought that just hasn't gone through Steelwool or Scott's head. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know why that Freddy in the gang, especially in like the movie, like on the sign to the pizzeria, you can just see his joints. You can just see the lines in his arms, and to me, that's why. Like, I mean, Chuck E. Cheese never did that. I mean, they always have him as his cartoon persona because that's what it should be. So I don't understand why that's the case. And like I said, I understand Security Breach is a game. I understand why the charging stations are there, but I don't understand why they would be there in the world. You know what I mean? Like the room I'm thinking about right now, where I think it's like the most annoying, is the hallway from Rockstar Road to the atrium. In the corner there is a giant charging station with huge blue wires coming out of it with a window. Even if the window wasn't there, I would like it better because it doesn't break the immersion. A place like these kind of places need immersion. And if you don't have immersion, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't. But I'm sorry about that little tangent. But guys, with that, we are done with another area of the Pizzaplex. I know this wasn't a very long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. This is probably my, I actually don't, it's probably my second favorite room, maybe third now, because Rockstar Row is taking that second spot. Atrium's obviously my favorite currently, but that could always change. There are areas that could very well be better than it. But this was the first kind of main area I built in the Pizzaplex. So, I really like this one. This was the build that got me back into it. So if it wasn't for this room, I wouldn't have got back building into the Pizzaplex because like I said in some of my other videos, I built the lobby and kind of left it. I built the lobby and left it, and, I never touched it. So, that. And then I came back and then I built this and I was like, well, let's just see what it would look like if I built this. And, I really like this. I based it heavily off of the daycare and Security Breach, but, it doesn't make any sense to me in Security Breach how Foxy has his own area, and he's not in the Pizzaplex. Now, there's this theory that I really like. I forgot whose theory it is, but I really like it, and I personally believe it. Because it makes sense. The theory goes that the Insecurity Breach, Fazbear Entertainment was putting Foxy around the Pizzaplex to gauge how the public would react to him because they were planning on putting him in. Especially with the log ride not being finished, I assume that they would have put the Foxy animatronic in that area. Yeah, I really like that idea. That's kind of my headcanon. I really like that idea. So, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed recording for you guys. I love you guys. Go check out the TikTok. Please go read that lore. I know it's a lot, but it's really not. It's really not once you get down to it. It is a very big piece of lore when it comes to this game. the kind of story that I'm building. I'm building a story day by day. More lore is going to keep dropping, especially a kind of a big lore hint, and I really would like you guys to kind of figure it out. And I might even hold a contest when this is done. Um, I might hold a contest. Whoever can kind of get the story pretty accurately on how I'm doing it. Um, it's not going to be the hardest thing in the world. If someone can get the story accurate on how I'm portraying my story, then they'll get a shout out or something. I don't know. But the story is not yet complete. I haven't written kind of the ending yet, but I have most of it written. I have most of it figured out. But you guys don't have the pieces yet. But that piece that I gave you is one piece of a larger puzzle here. Um, but I'm not even close to being done with the Pizzaplex. As you guys saw on the TikTok, I just started production on the underground areas, and those areas are going to be a battle of their own. So I'm sorry I keep going on tangents, but go check out the TikTok. I love you guys. Like, subscribe, comment. I love and I read all comments. Recommend to your friends. I love you guys so much. I hope you like this video. I love you guys. Pizza Time Rockers out.